Hi y'all, Dan here. Thanks for joining me. Getting ready to go out on a hiking trip and thought I would stop in, have a little breakfast before I get started. Just feel like chicken today for some reason. I like these little chicken minis. But I feel like somebody's watching me or something. You ever get that feeling? Do you hear that? Oh well, probably nothing. Well, that was a good breakfast. I like Chick-fil-A. Now I'm back on the road, going down to some familiar trails in the Uwharrie wilderness, and looking forward to just having a day and tonight, and then tomorrow hiking back. A short trip, but glad to have you with me. Glad that we can get on this, and this is a lot of fun. But I just can't shake the feeling that I'm being watched. Don't know what that's about. Let's just drive for a little bit and see if that shakes.
Hit him in the eye, it was the sight he dreaded. Ghost chickens in the sky.
Well, here we are at the Tot Hill Trailhead, and back to some old familiar grounds. Really looking forward to getting out here. Looks like I've got some company today. There are several cars out here. All right. Well, let's get started.
This farmer had these chickens since he was 24. He'd been working for the colonel for 30 years or more, killing all these chickens and sending them to fry. And now they want revenge, those chickens in the sky. Bark, 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 bark.
Their beaks were black and shiny, their eyes were burning red. They had no meat or feathers, these chickens, they were dead. But they picked the farmer up and he died by the claw. They cooked him extra crispy and served him with coleslaw.
Okay, well, it's Halloween, and that means there has to be stories. So I have a story for you. This was a story that I wrote a few years ago when my brothers and I went to the Gila Wilderness, and we hiked in the area, and we camped at the foot of a mountain where cliff dwellers had lived 1,000 years ago. And so I was thinking about that, and I wrote this story. The people who lived there were peaceful people, and they were led by an old village elder, and his name was Lone Wolf. Each year, the village people would bring their sons to the elder to be tested to see if they had become men, and then they would take their place, the council of men. There was a similar test for young ladies to become women and sit in the council of the women, but that's a different story for a different season. Winter time was coming on. It was the end of October. And 3 families brought their sons to see Lone Wolf to be tested. The youngest name was White Cloud, and the next young man's name was Rising Sun, and the third young man's name was Running Fox. The village elder took the boys aside, and he said, "Here is your test. You must go to the white-topped mountain and bring back what you see." And he sent the boys off. The first young man returned around noon, just in time for lunch. And he says, "Look, Father, this is what I brought. A leaf from the tree that stands at the top of White-Topped Mountain." And the old village elder patted the boy on the shoulder and he says, "No, my son. You made it across the big meadow where the bears like to play. You were very brave to go across the meadow, but you did not reach the top of White-Top Mountain. Come again next year." The second young man came at the end of the day, and he says, "Look, Father, I brought you a sprig of spruce from the top of White-Top Mountain." Lone Wolf patted him on the back, and he says, "No, my son. You were at the top of the large hill before the foothills that take you to the White-Topped Mountain, but this is not a spruce from White-Top Mountain. Try again next year." Night came and went. Running Fox had not returned. His parents were getting concerned all day the next day. And at the end of the day, they saw in a distance Running Fox as he walked back across the meadow. Running Fox, his face was radiant. His eyes were gleaming. He was so excited to tell Lone Wolf what he saw. He says, "Father, I'm so sorry. I didn't bring you back anything from White-Top Mountain. But when I got there, the wind was so cold that it took and it froze the sweat from my brow onto my eyebrows and into my hair. And the sun came, and it was so bright that it melted the frost and it warmed me. And the night came, and the stars were brilliant, more brilliant than I had ever seen. And I spent the night staring at the stars. And now today I've walked all the way back, but I forgot to bring you anything from White-Top Mountain." The old elder hugged the boy tightly, and he says, "No, my son, you did bring back your stories, the gleam in your eye, the excitement in your voice. I know you've been to White-Top Mountain. You have proven yourself, and you now sit among the council of men." And he held the boy tightly, and he whispered in his ear, "For now your name is Running Fox, but soon you will be called Lone Wolf." And the boy whispered back, surprised, "But Father, you are Lone Wolf." As a tear rolled down the old elder's cheek, he whispered back, "I am for now, my son. I am for now." It is said that if you stay in the mountains, in the Gila wilderness, late at night, you can hear the howling of a lone wolf. And as it goes across the valleys, you hear the echoes of the lone wolves of generations that passed from generation to generation. And that is the legend of the cliff dwellers in Lone Wolf, their elder. Well, gotta close tonight. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay on the path. God bless you.